that just a summary of the things I've learned. Yes, I learned about having a community. So when it comes to community, I know as Christians, normally your community should mainly be your household, your Christ, your church, or your religious communities, right? That's what should be your main community. But then, you don't spend. We as Christians, we still have other activities, other things that we do, right? So because of this, we need to build community in everything that we do. Because sometimes if you build a community that doesn't have the same, you want to, for example, you want to do a project, or you're in a particular business or your particular thing, and the community you have, there's none of the members have that kind of thing, that kind of business, or know anybody with that kind of business, right? You just end up talking to people, and then when you end up talking to them, they will not be able to give you good advice. They might just be they might be good listeners, which some people, sometimes good listening, having a good listener is not bad, right? So they might be good listeners, and then you will just like be talking to them, and probably if you not talk to them, and they don't even go and do the research to even like ask someone else or do something else that will help you gain the knowledge that you need, or the guidance that you need, then you might just be in limbo, because you will not know, you'll just be by yourself. You won't be able to talk to anybody who have the same mindset, or the same and have the same goals, right? So you will just be there, because you might actually be in a community and you're not actually part of the community, just because they don't give the vibe that you want, or maybe just because they don't maybe just because the community is just maybe one-sided and it's not benefiting you the way you want it to be, the way you want the community to benefit you, right? Then probably it's time for change. It's time for you to look for another community, or combine the community or something. But one thing is that if you're in a business or in something, you don't have a network, right? A networking community, then you might not be able to gain the knowledge. You might not be able to work the way you need to work, and you just be by yourself. Yes, you might research and all that, which is still okay. I have people, even the church. The church is a place is a place where is a place for community. Is a place whereby the reason why the Bible said we should not forsake the gathering of the brethren, koinonia and other, is because we use that to kind of build each other up, motivate each other, encourage each other, make each other better, right? That's why the Bible, as in, God is very good. He's a good networker. He has already said it. He said we need that network. So that church, being in a church, it's a network. That's why so many principles are in the Word of God. So many principles of life. All principles of life are in the Word of God, right? Right. So we can apply those things to other aspects of our lives as well. So koinonia, fellowshipping with brethren, is important in church, right?